Hey everyone, it's Lars here, and welcome back to Virtual Paddock. Today I'm gonna take a look at the newest prototype for Assetto Corsa, which is the Vendetta V60 by Virtual Racing Cars, based of course on the Vendetta G60 LT P1. It's VRC's second car in a series of non-hybrid modern LMP1 cars, the first of course being the Bike-Holland P1, which came out on Christmas Eve last year, and the Vendetta came out 3 days ago, so just before Easter. So let's take a look at the car. And visually, they've once again nailed it. It looks just like the real thing. Not only on the outside, but also in the cockpit. Right down to the steering wheel showing the gear number .0. Now that's where I call attention to the interesting details. And it's not even my favorite part of the visuals, because that's in the aero section of the setup. The aero settings will show in the car. So the angle of the rear wing and the number of flaps at the front actually change depending on the settings. Which isn't even a new feature really, it's just something that you don't see being implemented very often. But enough about the looks. Let's see how the Vendetta V60 sounds, and of course most importantly, how it drives. Alright, VRC Vendetta V60 at Barcelona, and I'm using the default setup. So medium downforce, medium tires. Not my first drive with this car, by the way. I've already driven it quite a bit. In fact, when I first bought this, I immediately went for a full stint with the baseline setup till the tank was empty. So I can already tell you it's a pretty damn fun car to drive. And sounds great as well, at least in the cockpit. The outside sound is a bit muffled. I mean, it's great quality, but it's got the muffled turbo sound. Definitely feels different to drive than the Bike-Holland, which the Bike-Holland was pretty much on rails everywhere. And this generally is as well, but yeah, definitely feels different. And on turn into slow corners, this one can be a bit more snappy. But definitely feels great to drive. From the lap times that I've gotten so far, actually seems to be quite a bit faster than the Bike-Holland. Like comparing both on the baseline setup. Which are pretty similar in terms of the ideas. For both, baseline setup is medium tires and downforce also pretty much in the middle. terms of driving aids, you've got traction control but no ABS. And I'm always especially careful on the brakes in VRC cars in order to not get what I like to call the VRC flat spot. And what I mean by that is that if you lock up in a VRC car and you flat spot the tires, the vibration that you feel in the force feedback from the lockup, it's a lot more intense on the VRC cars than on any other cars. To the point that on my G29 I sometimes felt like it would disintegrate the wheel. But I don't think that's anything bad. It's just kind of a signature trait of VRC. And VRC are definitely among the best models for Assetto Corsa. I mean, in my video about my favorite models for paid content, I've also mentioned VRC along with URD and RSS. I would say it's those three being at the top. Right, that's the VRC Vendetta V60. Once again, fantastic car. If you want to get it, it's $4.50, I think, on the VRC website. I'm going to link it in the description. And I think it's definitely worth that money. I mean, top quality, as usual for VRC. And I wonder if they're going to do even more cars for this series of modern LMP1 cars. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did and want to see more content like this, be sure to like and subscribe. So, till next time, use the downforce and see you soon.